Hey, good afternoon. Russell's Hotel's going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. It's the daily check-in. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is, what is today? Wednesday? Is today hump day? Today is Wednesday, November 6th, or AKA hump day. You guys know how I love saying that. So hope you guys are doing well. You know what? I did not turn off I think my phone won't, I don't think it'll ring. Anyway, I'm using I'm trying to get used to this new camera, right? So I'm getting used to looking up instead of like looking like down where typically my notes would be. So you see my eyes wandering, up and down, side to side, whatever. That's the reason why. Okay, so I'm just trying to get used to that. Let me put my glasses on so at least I can see, right? So live at the Hilton in Culver City, which is right down the street from my house. Culver City is in the greater Los Angeles area. It is its own city, but it's smack dab in the middle of kind of like LA. It's in the middle of LA, right? So for me, this hotel is probably about a 20-minute walk or maybe a 5-minute drive, if you will. But it's not too far, and it's one of the nicest hotels near where I live. If you have an option to stay at the airport, your two options were to stay at the airport area or at the Hilton in Culver City or at a hotel in the Culver City area, because there's several hotels in the same area. I would opt for the Hilton in Culver City. Why? Because there's a little bit more to do, and it's not at the airport, right? It's not too far from the airport. It's not, maybe 10 minutes from the airport, maybe a 10-minute drive straight down Sepulveda, right? So this sits on the corner of Sepulveda and Centinela, if you guys know the area at all. But if you don't know the area and you come to LA, you need to check it out because it is a great option. It's right off the 405 freeway, which is a major thoroughfare in the LA area, right? You can't go anywhere without getting on the 405. Almost. So, but yeah, so look into that hotel. I would say is probably a good option, and it's near the mall, so you can want to shop near a lot of restaurants. Other than the hotel restaurant, it's okay to eat in the hotel restaurant, but you want to at least have one dining experience outside of the hotel. Okay, you want to see exactly what LA has to offer as far as its culinary, whatever options. So, but anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there. So this is a daily check-in. So I do this daily check-in. In fact, I haven't turned on the boom. Hello. Let me turn on the comments. Please feel free to make your comments. The comments are open. I should have had that on before. But this show or any show that I do, anytime you see me doing a live of any sort, I want encouragement. Well, I want encouragement too, but engagement is what I was trying to say. I want engagement. I welcome engagement. It's all about that. It's all about interaction. And yeah, a little encouragement goes a long way too. So if you want to give me some encouragement, that'll be fine too. But I was talking about engagement. So yeah, so it's all about that. You make your comments. I put them on the screen in real time. Maybe it's something important, I talk about it, or maybe it's something about you, or maybe it's you and I recognize your name, or even if I don't recognize your name, I'm going to put your comment on the screen and we're going to go from there. So there you go. And so the whole world can see it, because this is I do have a worldwide audience. It kind of still gets to me every now and then that, I reach people, or, people can be reached, globally or internationally from doing these particular, lives and all that kind of stuff. So this is live on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. Okay, so whatever platform, those three platforms, and I think I hooked it up to be on Instagram too. I'm not really sure because I've done this before and I don't know if it's ever come through, and I don't have a way to test it because I can't be on, these social media platforms while I'm doing this live, right? Look like I have something on my lips. Okay, there we go. But I'm looking at myself and I'm like, there's something there. There could be something on the screen. Because I'm sitting here like, what is that right there? And I'm doing this and it's not going anywhere. And I'm looking because it's on the screen. I'm like, that's part of the screen, dude. What are you doing? You losing your mind? Anyway, it seemed like I was. But anyway, let me just move my hands down. I don't have to worry about that, right? But anyway, I do this daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Tuesday, I do On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. So yesterday, I just finished show number 275. So if you have not got a chance to check that out, go to LinkedIn or Facebook. Now, YouTube was acting up yesterday. YouTube logged me out for some reason, and I didn't know it until the show was over. When I tried to, go in and put edit it. I put in notes and all that kind of stuff, and it wouldn't allow me. It wouldn't come up. Like, what the heck's going on? Well, then I go back to Restream, which Restream is a vehicle or a platform for me to be able to broadcast at least 3 different platforms at one time simultaneously. And YouTube wasn't on there. I'm like, what the heck? And it logged itself off for whatever reason. So I had to relog, and it is on YouTube right now. Hopefully, it's on LinkedIn and Facebook as well. And I guess I'll find out later. But the key thing, if it's not on YouTube, it's hard for me to get those. It's hard for me to transfer or copy and paste it over to the other platforms. But it was on Facebook and LinkedIn yesterday, so I didn't have to do that. So there you go. So not that you need to hear about all that tech drama, but that's just how it goes. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, I do this show Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's all about hospitality. I normally have a hotel that I'm showcasing as well. Today happens to be the Hilton in Culver City, which, like I said, is right down the street from where I live. And I always have a topic, so I'm gonna get into that in a minute as I move forward with another scene. Boom. So, like I said, all these photos that I show you, or videos or whatever, will be of the Hilton in Culver City. As you can see, that's the lobby. And they just redid this entire hotel. It's been redone for 2 years, so this is 24. They redid it in 22. Okay, so I every step of the way I was kind of there. I was like, happened to be going by, and I got a chance to see the rooms and the public space and the meeting space and all that kind of stuff. So this is the finished product, and they actually moved the front desk. The front desk was in another area, and they kind of reconfigured the lobby and moved it around. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. You can see the lighter colors, kind of gives you that Southern California feel, if you will. So, and yesterday, if you didn't check out, and I jump around these conversations and topics. Yesterday was show number 275 on air with Russell of Hotel. So if you didn't get a chance to check it out, you can just go to LinkedIn and check it out. It's right there. They'll never go away. They never disappear. So if you want to go to LinkedIn or Facebook and check it out, you can. So yeah, so make sure you do check it out. Let me see if that's going to work right there. Oh, okay, that's Russell Hotel. See how that just boom, there you go. So just in case you guys didn't know who I was, like, oh, that's Russell Hotels. Oh my God, he's so cool. He's so that. He's so clever. Anyway, where am I? Oh, the blog. The blog. So I have a blog, right? So any topic that I'm talking about today, like I'm going to talk about a topic in a couple minutes, I will upload that to my blog. So where's the blog? Go russellofhotels.com and just go to the blog, drop down, hit that button, bing, and it'll pop up all the topics that I've talked about in the past, not just for the one for today, but all the ones like yesterday's and the day before and all that stuff. But yesterday is not on there yet, okay, as well as today's not on there yet either. But after this show, I'll make sure I upload that information so you can check it out. So you don't have to take notes of anything I'm about to tell you today. You can just go to my website, russellofhotels.com, and just go to the blog, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So the blog is going to be updated later today. I always want to give the specifics of hotels wherever I am. So Hilton Culver City, 375 guest rooms. Built in 1976. 76. Oh, that's a great year. Last renovation, like I said earlier, was in 2022's last renovation. In fact, I won't say they totally gutted the hotel. Well, they did it in stages, but they did reconfigure the lobby. So they definitely did kind of gut the lobby out and redid the restaurant, the bar. And where the bar is now is where the lobby is. And where the lobby is, I don't know what the heck was there. Maybe just some space that they just moved the wall out and probably some dead space, and they just reconfigured some things. But the hotel is very open and it's very communal. Communal meaning you can, they kind of encourage people to come in there and use that free Wi-Fi and get to know people and work, work from, everybody walks around with laptops, right? So it's easily to connect there. There's plugs, outlets for your computer, for your laptops, for your phones, all that kind of stuff right in the lobby. And there's a coffee bar right there. So They want people to be in there. Anytime you put a coffee bar and a bunch of space for people to sit down and communicate and whatever together, I mean, that's what you want, kind of kumbaya kind of thing. That's what this lobby is like. So you can just walk in there, you see a bunch of spaces for you to sit down and just office out of there, which I do quite often. So I sometimes make it my office of the day, right? So it's a lot of space. You got coffee. What the heck else do you need at that point? And free Wi-Fi. Hello? If you're a Hilton Honors member, you get that free Wi-Fi. So make sure you are a Hilton Honors member. You can go to any Hilton, but I'm saying go to the Hilton Culver City and kind of do your thing. Meeting space is on the second floor, 21,561 square feet. A lot of meeting space, and they have some outside meeting space as well. So it's something definitely to check out. Right? So if you're in that area, once again, it's not too far from the airport. I would say it's about probably a little less than a 10-minute drive, I guess, if you hit all the lights and there's no traffic on, supposedly going towards the airport. So this hotel would be north of LAX, on the same street that you go to LAX, but it's north of there. Okay, that's where Culver City is. So there you go. Just want to give you that information. And okay, so this is the topic for today. So this show doesn't have to be that long, but sometimes I draw it out, just because I love to talk. I have no one else to talk to, so I say, you know what, I'm gonna go and talk to myself and talk to maybe some people that will be on this live or whatever. But if you're not there, that's okay. I'm gonna talk anyway, and this will be on the replay. So the replay, once again, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Okay, so if you're not here for the live version, that's okay. Everyone can't be here for the live version. Some people have got to work. Some people have stuff, although I'm working, but some people have stuff to do, right? And you don't have time to always tune into Russell of Hotels and see what the heck that guy's talking about. Anyway, 2025 trends for travel and meetings. We're at the end of the year, right? What are we, the 5th or 6th of November. So we basically have another month to go, month and some change to go, right? And then we get into 25. Well, what does 25 hold for us moving forward? And the way I look at it has to do with trends, in the hotel space. Okay, that's what I do. I'm Russell of Hotels, right? So that's where that's kind of where my mindset is, or my headspace is. So trends for travel and meetings. Okay, so I came up with these 5 things, and I always try to limit things to 5. Because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But as we approach 2025, several key trends are poised to shape the travel and meetings industry. Number 1, technological. Am I saying that right? I can never say this word right. Technological integration and artificial intelligence. Remember, I talked about AI the other day, right? I actually did. I resubscribed to my AI platform, right? And I was able to do another avatar, right? So a lot of that stuff is going on. I don't know if you saw that, but if you go to my LinkedIn page, I posted something I think it was last week, of me. It was actually me, but I mean, it's an avatar of me. And basically I type in a script, and the script dictates what the person says, what the avatar says, right? And the avatar is me, but it's not me. Does that make sense? Am I confusing everybody? But check it out. But anyway, technological integration and AI. So AI-driven personalization, the adoption of AI is set to enhance personalized travel experiences, from tailored recommendations to efficient customer service. For instance, companies like Booking.com are exploring AI travel agents to streamline the holiday planning. Okay, they're already doing this stuff, right? So AI, when people say, oh, when AI gets here, and this AI has been here and it ain't going nowhere. Okay, so get on board because you're about to get left. But AI is here, so make sure you pay attention to things. But like I just said, Bookings.com are exploring AI travel agents to help you out. So meaning, I'm just guessing here that these AI travel agents will be avatars that they have programmed to answer frequently asked questions. That's what I'm thinking. We'll have to wait and see, but I can see that happening because that's already happening in certain respects, right? So you get this avatar. It can be anybody, look like anybody or whatever, and they're just answering questions. Just like I'm talking right now, that I could be an avatar. For all you know, I'm an avatar. That's Russell Hotels. He's been hijacked, and now we are programming him to say all these things. We always think like robots. No, 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 no. They have the mannerisms just like you do. The heads are moving, the eyes, the head, all this kind of stuff. So they are being real sophisticated with this new AI technology. Okay, so yeah, so look for that. If you haven't seen it already, it's coming, and I'm pretty sure it's already. I think I've seen stuff already, but I'm in this space, so I kind of know. But just start looking at stuff and start paying attention to, is this real or not? Because there's a lot of stuff on the internet, like IG and all these other different platforms that you think it's the person, but no, it's not the person. Because, when they start saying some crazy stuff and like, well, that person, they don't talk like that. What are you talking about? Well, that's normally an AI avatar. So they're being real sophisticated about what these things look like. And we think they're the real people, but they're not. So you have to do your research and see, do your research on, say, if it's a public figure or whatever, and they're talking all this stuff. Did they actually say that? Was it them or was it AI? So, like I said, AI is getting really good, so we have to really pay attention to what's going on. Virtual and hybrid events. The continuation of virtual and hybrid meeting formats will leverage advanced technologies to create immersive experiences, accommodating both in-person and remote participants. Yeah, so meetings, there's still, people are still doing the hybrid meetings. Some people are there in person, some people are watching it virtual. So that will continue to go. In fact, going into next year, things are going to be just a little bit more sophisticated. I don't know exactly how, but it's going to be more interactive probably, for the people that are not, at the meetings, probably going to be more engaging. So I just foresee some of that kind of stuff going on, and using some AI or whatever, to actually be there. Maybe you can formulate an avatar, and all the people that are virtual, you can see them, and who those people are, on the screen as well. So, I mean, there's going to be some crazy stuff that's coming on, but just pay attention to what's going on, because everything that you see is not necessarily real. I mean, the information, the message may be real, but the people that you see or the silhouettes that you see may not be real, right? Like I said, you don't even know if this is real, if I'm real, but I'm telling you I am. So believe me that I am. Number 2, sustainability and eco-friendly practices. Environmental conscious travelers and organizations are increasingly prioritizing sustainability, leading to a demand for eco-friendly accommodations and events. The industry is expected to adopt greener practices to meet this demand. Yeah, so everything's trying to go green, right? So just stay tuned for that stuff. A lot of hotels are going green. A lot of hotels are already going green, but going up to 25, they're going to maybe amp it up a little more. More water conservation, more messages about conservation. Because for some groups, it's a selling tool. Because there's some organizations that really believe in that, and some organizations will only stay at hotels that believe in it, that are green. So they kind of practice what they preach, if you will. So look for that to come up, and look for a lot more salespeople that, if you do work for a hotel that's like 100% sustainability, they'll make sure they put that in their message, when they're selling. And did you know we're sustainable? We practice sustainability. Well, what do you do exactly? We do this, we do that, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh my God, I didn't know that. But that's a buzzword for people, right? So that's a selling tool. That's something that can maybe, I'm on the fence, and then you find out that the other hotel that you're looking at is not sustainable, and this one is. Well, which one are you going to choose if that's, you want to align yourself with like-minded people, if you will. So there you go. So look for that as well. Number 3, in evolving travel preferences, niche and experimental travel. There's a growing interest in unique experiences such as astrotourism and jet setting, where travelers visit locations featured in films and TV shows. What? This trend is transforming lesser known destinations into tourist hubs. So yeah, if you go to like lesser destinations, like I was just in, 9 million people go to this place every year, like Niagara Falls. But it's always been on my bucket list, but I didn't know if I would ever get there, right? But there's so many things that are going on there that you're like, oh my God, this is something that I didn't see on TV. This is something as a kid I just wanted to go to, right? But you see things on TV, especially like these reality shows where they're going to these exotic locations or whatever. And some people want to actually go there, right? Like, oh my God, I want to go there. I'm going to take a group there, all that kind of stuff. So that's what's going on. Just like you see, what is the bridal party capital of the world is like Nashville, Tennessee. Man, I was in Nashville. You see so many bridal parties that are there. It's ridiculous. They're walking down Broadway and some of the adjacent streets. They're going to all the clubs or whatever, and they're part of a bridal party because they have somebody has I'm the bride and all this kind of stuff. They walk, just that that's what they are, right? So, and you see so many of them. So yeah, so you see that stuff like on on Instagram, or maybe it's on a reality TV show. And then next thing you know, hey, I want to go there and I want to curate my own experience and all that kind of stuff. Those are the things that are going on. So when you're talking about evolving traveler preferences, those are the things that are going on. So yeah, make sure you check those things out. Solo and flexible travel. An increase in solo travel and flexible booking options reflects a desire for personalized and adaptable travel experiences. Yeah, a lot of people travel on their own. I know a lot of people that do their own thing. Kat Von B, Jet Set with Jeanette, Sarah Dandishi. They travel, they do their thing, right? They don't wait for anybody to say, hey, you got to go. No, they do their thing, right? So I appreciate and I respect the solo travelers as well, and they can be as flexible as they want, but they look for flexible options too. So there you go. So that's something to consider. And number 5, I think, am I at number 5? Number 5. Did I do number 4? I don't think. Economic factors and cost considerations. Maybe I should do number 4 first, right? Dynamic pricing models, the implementation of variable pricing, such as Lightning Lane Premier Pass at Disneyland. You ever heard of that? It indicates a trend toward monetization convenience. People will pay for convenience, right? So if it's a fast pass or whatever, and it's gonna get me through this line, in front of everybody else, I'm gonna pay for that. Just like, I'll give you an example. Just like, remember when Clear came out? Clear came out, I think, before the what's the other thing called? It's like the global entry thing. I think Clear came out a little bit before that. Maybe it came out at the same time. I don't remember. But I used to be a member of Clear because I didn't want to wait in line. So I'm gonna pay for convenience. What is the convenience? The convenience is for me to walk past everybody, 500 people standing in line, and I go to the head of the line because I paid for it, right? And I still use it now. So I have Clear and the global entry, right? Or TSA pre-check, which is the same thing, right? So it'll get me in front of that line, because some airports, you may have the TSA pre-check, the green check or whatever, but maybe that line is big too, or as long as well. But if you got Clear, it takes you in front of that line too. So I'm like, yeah, I'm paying for convenience, right? It's a business write-off too. So I'm paying for that convenience because I don't want to wait in line. So it's kind of like the Disneyland Fast Pass, but it's like the airport Fast Pass. Get Clear. Make sure you have the TSA though. But if the TSA line is jam packed too, like the regular line, use your Clear. Use that Clear and go to the head of the line. That's what I do. So it's all about convenience. So there you go. Where else am I? Budget conscious planning. Organizations may seek cost-effective solutions for meetings and events, potentially favoring third and fourth tier destinations that offer affordability and unique experiences. Didn't I just talk about that yesterday? I talked about how people should start considering, for like companies and organizations and even individuals, if you're doing meetings and events, incentive programs, whatever, start considering those third and fourth tier destinations. They're going to be a lot more cost effective. There's probably going to be a better experience once you get there because things are not going to be as crowded. I mean, I just literally talked about that yesterday. Isn't that something? So, yeah, so these are trends going on for 2025. They ain't here yet. No, some of these trends are already going on, but going into 2025, they're going to be more of those trends popping up. So just make sure you're there. But yeah, third and fourth tier destinations, The smaller, like I mentioned, Nashville is kind of now becoming more popular, like a Savannah, Georgia, or what's the thing? What I'm thinking, Portland, Oregon. Some of those smaller, Spokane, Washington, Santa Barbara, California. Ontario, California. Some of those that we don't really think about as being the mainstream, like LA or but who wants to come? People are kind of getting disenchanted with some of the bigger ones because they come with a lot of congestion, they come with a lot of issues, they come with a lot of other stuff, right? So sometimes we want to do the smaller ones, like instead of going to New Orleans, you go to Baton Rouge. You know what I mean? You may get the same food and culinary experiences, but maybe you don't get the hustle and bustle of being downtown, the French Court and all that. But maybe you still get your drink on and get your eat on. I mean, just throwing that out there. I don't know, but yeah. So it's all about the affordability and unique experiences. And number 5, health and safety protocols, ongoing health measures. The industry will continue to prioritize health and safety with protocols evolving based on global health trends to ensure traveler confidence. Yeah, you want to be confident that you go to another country or wherever, and you're safe, right? You don't want to go there and there's some outbreak of something going on. So these developments suggest a dynamic landscape for travel and meetings in 2025, characterized by technological advances, a focus on sustainability, and evolving customer preferences. Stakeholders should remain adaptable to navigate these changes effectively. So there you go. So I just wanted to share those quick things. What was it quick? Well, yeah, I'm under 26. I'm under 30 minutes. So yeah, it must be quick, right? So once again, this is the Hilton Culver City. This is one of the guest rooms here. Arrange my hat. And on air with Russell of Hotels. This is just a reminder that I come on you got 5 days a week of me, right? So if I'm not doing on air with Russell of Hotels, I'm doing a daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. So this is a daily check-in, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But every Tuesday, I do on air with Russell of Hotels. Same platform, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, okay? So it's always going to be the same platforms, but it's just a different show. That show on air goes about an hour. This show right here, less than 30 minutes. Okay. So there you go. 15 minutes is normally a sweet spot, but as you can tell, I'm on a roll today. So there you go. So I just want to let you know, you always got to advertise or promote what you do. And you can go on podbean.com. You can check out just the audio portion, just the traditional podcast of this, if that's what you want. Not of this, but on air with Russell of Hotels. So if you just want to go and you don't want to see me, just want to hear me, just go podbean.com and type in on air with Russell of Hotels, and then it'll pop up and it'll go, bing, you're here. Click this to hear Russell of Hotels. It's like an AI experience. No, I'm joking, but yeah, you can do that. And that's 1:00 PST every Tuesday. And any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I am a resource for this hospitality industry, sales, marketing, brand awareness, how to get people aware of your brand, just like the Hilton Culver City. I mean, you can be on here too. Your little hotel can be on here, getting some much needed brand awareness. And I'll say that and I'll keep it moving. But anyway, so feel free to reach out to me at any time. Russell@russellofhotels.com is my email address, or you can go to my website, russellofhotels.com. My phone number is there. So if you want to call me, feel free to call me. Reach out and touch. Reach out and touch. Remember that slogan? Was that? It wasn't AT&T. I don't remember. Ma Bell. I don't remember. It was a long time. It was like, reach out and touch someone, meaning, picking the phone and call them, that kind of thing. So if you want to call me, you can do that. If you want to slide into my DMs, if you want to DM me on, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, you can do that. I've had people call me on the Facebook line. Facebook has a little phone where you can push it and, it rings. I'm like, it has a different kind of ring. I'm like, who the heck is this? And what is this number? What is this ringing? I've never heard before. And there's someone that didn't have my number, but we're friends on Facebook. And they had questions for me. I'm like, okay. I didn't know this was a thing. But yeah, hey, how's it going? That kind of stuff. Or WhatsApp. People call me on WhatsApp. So I'm like, okay, WhatsApp. But anyway, so now I'm being silly. So Anyway, so once again, russellofhotels.com. You can find all the information about me that you want. Hey, next week I'm gonna be on a podcast next week with Paula C. I'm gonna give you more information about that, but that's with cloud beds and some of the trends that are going on this year as far as group reservations and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that next week. So thank you, Paula C. Appreciate you for reaching out and asking me to do that. And of course, I'm like, yeah, Paula C. I do anything for Paula C. Paula C. is the one for me. So of course, so no, I'll give you more information about that. I think it's next. It could be next Wednesday though. Next Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'm like 9 a.m. Woo! No, I'm already up at 6. So no big deal. But yeah, definitely policy. I'm interested and want to do it. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much. Shout out to Paula C. She's in Brazil. When I say Russell of Hotels is international, I got Paula C. I'm gonna be on Paula C show. Okay. Paula C show is out of Brazil. Okay. So I'm in LA. There you go. Oh no, I appreciate Paula C. And then shout out to Wendy Song, okay, just shout out to her. Her and Sin, okay, shout out to them. I saw them, they're marketers just like me, but they they do a bang up job, right, for hotels or whatever, and I do too. But you give credit where credit is due. And I used to work with Sin, which is her husband, right, and I saw them at IMAX a couple of weeks ago, and it was good to see them. We kind of share some of the same ideas on how, to market hotels and things like that. And we see that, hotels listen more to other, like, I'll just say some PR companies when, PR companies are great, right? But, they're there to work for you. You ain't there to work for them. Sometimes they can sometimes get in the way, right? So I'm just saying that. I'm saying that. But we share some of the same kind of ideas of what we can be doing for hotels, right? As far as brand awareness and things like that. And it was just good to see them and see that there's some like-minded people out there that understand, that love the industry, that want to give back, that want to do the right thing or whatever. And it's just good to see them. And the reason why I mentioned Wendy today is because she posted something earlier where she was on a panel. She was on a panel, like an interview kind of thing, where she got a chance to talk about herself and how she got in the industry. And that is so important that we share our stories of how we actually got into where we were, right? Or where we are now. Because everybody started somewhere and kind of evolved into something else, right? To where they are now. And it was good. I don't know 100% of her story, right? But it was good that she was able to share that story to where she was, where she started, and where she is now with her own business and helping, companies and organizations within the hospitality space to be known, to so people will know that they exist. And it's just a good thing to see on LinkedIn. That's how I get all my contacts. But I've known them before. That I think that before we became friends on LinkedIn, I knew them beforehand because I used to live here in LA in this same space, so to speak. So, but it was always good just to see and to read because I follow a lot of people, right? And those are two of my favorite people, right? When it comes to like marketing and branding, and it's just overall good people, just good folks. So I appreciate them. I appreciate her putting that out there, and there you go. So it's all about telling your story, as your journey, because everybody didn't just wake up one day like, boom, I'm Russell of Hotels. No, you started somewhere, right? You amassed some experience somewhere, but you have to let people know that you came from somewhere else, right? You started here and now you're there. Start at the bottom and now I'm here, that kind of thing. So, and I think it matters. It gives more credibility to your story because they see maybe the drive or the struggle that you went through to get to where you are. I started off here and then kind of worked my way up here. And no one's rise to the top was easy, okay? But it was a rise, right? As long as you're rising, that's a good thing, right? I don't know. I just have a special place for that kind of stuff, for people sharing their experiences and where they started, where they are, and where they hope to be. because no one is where, even me, I'm not where I want to be. I mean, there's a couple more steps I want to take. You know what I mean? So, but it takes time to get there. But you have to plant the seeds. You have to continue to work to get there, right? Take all your experiences and start plotting out, what you want to do when you grow up, that kind of thing. So anyway, that is it. I just wanted to share that. So shout out to Wendy and Sin again. I hope our I hope our paths cross again soon, right? Because it's been a while since I've seen them. So you always want to make sure that, and maybe it needs to be more intentional that that we kind of see each other, at least talk. Because, like I said, we have a lot of commonalities and you can always glean off of each other, right? So we always think that we're out there as entrepreneurs. You always think you're out there by yourself, but there's other people that are doing the same things. It's just that they're just independent of you. But I think it's important that, every now and then, like I said, like-minded people, like or similar businesses or whatever, get together and kind of just let people know that you're not out here alone. You're not thinking, alone. You're not, in it by yourself on your thoughts, right? Of what you think or where you think the industry should go or where it's evolving or whatever. And you never know. You just may bring up something that someone had never thought about before. So it's always good to kind of get together, have little powwows every now and then. So there you go. Where'd that come from? I have no idea. But hey, that's why I'm Russell Hotels. I just come up with some stuff. So anyway, that is it. I know this went a little longer, but like I said, I get something and I just got to get it out. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you again. This was the daily check-in. I'll do it again tomorrow. So if you didn't like anything I have to say today, that's okay. I'll be back tomorrow. So tomorrow's Thursday. You guys have a great day, great evening, great afternoon. And you may see me on Instagram a little while as well because, I got to do a check-in on Instagram as well. So that is it. Until tomorrow, I will see you guys. You guys have a great afternoon and be safe.